All right, T. So,
yeah,
man,
wait,
first of
where's
all-
your? Is that what is it? Tea with tea.
Oh, I don't have any more.
What the hell is she doing in a mason jar?
Oh, these are my preferred cups at home. It's mason
I love
jars.
mason jars, by the way, but it doesn't fit in with the tea with tea.
I know. Well, it goes with my aesthetic in my home, which is minimalism and like country farmhouse type thing. So
I love a good mason jar with like a slice of a lemon, a lime,
me too.
an orange slice.
Oh my God, I love sparkling water.
So random, but
Topo Chico. I think that's this other sparkling water that I drink anyway.
nice. Okay.
So the NBA is got a lot going on right now. Like I can't even focus on basketball because every headline is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Celtics, the Lakers.
Yeah.
People are talking about the race to the bottom because you've got these amazing new prospects in the 2023 draft.
Yeah.
You've got Draymond Green and Jordan Poole literally in fisticuffs at practice. Well, Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole.
Yo,
Now,
Dre.
you heard about it. When you hear about it,
Yeah.
it's different than when you see it, as
Yeah.
always, with any kind of tea. So tea with tea.
Yeah.
When you saw the video, one, what was your reaction? And two, what would you do if that was your son?
So I think my initial reaction was just,
Yeah. What would you advise Mikhail? Like, I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on all
you
of
know
this.
what? Okay, so you're the second person to just literally, I was asked just yesterday what I would do, how would I advise Mikhail?
Yeah.
Right. But I'll go back though to your first two questions. So first question was, what was my initial reaction?
Yes.
And I think I was just like, holy shit. Like, wow. Like, listen, always unacceptable. Like, don't be putting your hands on other people. Like, a lot of stuff, like, look, we know because the two of us, LOVE with caps, we love basketball.
Yeah.
You know, like even if we never work, you know, for those of you who don't know, if you're new to this journey, then shame on you, go check out some previous episodes. But for those of you who know Shea and I know that the two of us met when we worked at the Sixers together.
Yep.
And even if we would have never worked in sports, we love basketball. Like it's who we are and we resonate well with it.
Yep.
And I'm just of the opinion that in sports, there's no place for fighting. Like you can fight with your game, fight with your words, because, you know, in basketball, most of it is mental, right? Like
yes.
You always think of the physicality nature of the game, but a lot of it is your mental place, you know, and how you perceive the game and how you look at the game. And a lot of it is your mental capacity, right?
Yeah.
So, but hurt folks like that, like don't be putting your hands on people. So I'm totally against that. I don't believe it to be so. And when you do that, it annoys me because there's so many different things that you can handle. There's so many different ways that you can handle it better than putting your hands on people. Now, when it comes to my seed, listen, please don't be putting your hands on my kid. Because you ever hear of this thing called the cycle gene? Have you ever heard of that?
No, and please elaborate.
So it's that thing that causes someone to tick, and you could be the nicest person in the world, but when you do this certain thing to someone, it makes them go a little temporarily insane.
I think I might have that. I haven't had to, but I think I got it in me.
I call that the psycho gene. It's something a button that you press that causes someone to act out of character because you did something really bad. Not that I pissed you off in the game and I feel like I got to punch you in the face, but you do something to hurt my kid. Mama bear zone goes into full force, and that's not okay. Like that's the psycho gene. You go after my child, then Tania is no longer Tania. She is somebody else. And I don't even want to see who that girl is. Okay.
Okay. So are you tears first? Or are you anger first? Like, are you like crying because you're so
It depends
pissed?
on the situation.
Okay.
You do something to my kid, it's 100% anger first. I'll cry later. I'm pissed. So Shea, I know you remember this because we were together. We were at a Lakers game and LeBron did this dirty ass play on Mikhail.
Yeah.
tripped him. He fell down and it wasn't moving. I don't know what I was doing, where I was going, but I was going down to that court to have a few words with my mans, okay? And Shea's like, Janae, what the hell are you doing? Sit your ass down. But I was pissed. So I think as hard as it is, in terms of like my advice to my son on a real serious note is, you have to rise above. And as hard as it is, like you cannot get into this place of needing to get physical, meaning in a fight. Because there's a lot of, again, you get physical body to body when you're playing basketball. But the moment you start intentionally putting your hands and you're fighting someone, that's no bueno. That's never going to be acceptable behavior. From my perspective.
Right. So when we think about that, it's the T1 because it was tweeted about, talked about, but we didn't see the video. But then it was anonymously leaked, and then apparently the video coordinator. I love
those anonymous leaks.
And then I know, and this is the thing is the NBA. A lot of the leaks are coming from inside the organization, so that's the crazy thing too, right? Which we know that happens.
But no, wait a minute, Shea.
What?
So before, the team wasn't even going to do anything until that anonymous leak came out. Now they feel the pressure like, okay, I guess we got to do something about it.
Yeah, same thing about Donald Sterling when he did all that stuff with his team until the recording came out from Stiviano, whatever her name was. It's crazy that I remember all that. And then, but so my thing is like, too, is like, literally, and then the anonymous video, the coordinator got paid apparently $2.6 million to leak it to TMZ.
What?
That's what, yes, yes. Saw that tweet. So don't know if that's the case, but like all this stuff is going on.
Yeah.
But I'm like thinking it had to be so bad for you to risk it all to leak this video.
Damn.
But how are you feeling if you're Jordan Poole? Like, you don't want to, do you know, I don't think I would want to be around this person.
Yeah.
Even though my thing is, Draymond Green is like the linchpin. Like that's his job, is to like rile you up and to like toughen you up and to be, he found his role in the NBA. He
trash talks like no one other. Like he is
but
like
that's what I'm saying.
The trash talking.
But we also know the NBA is entertainment and everybody has to find their role in their play. He is fine playing the villain in the NBA. He is fine being that. But this is an instance where the villain has gone too far, correct? Like punching your teammate.
No bueno.
And you're due to get paid.
Listen, he still will get paid, but besides the point, that's just not okay. And
so why? Yeah. Like, why? My thing is, again, when I think about human beings and behavior, I'm thinking, why? Yes. Why did it get that deep?
What did he say? Did
he talk about your mama? Did he talk about your kid? Did he talk about your wife? What did he say in order for you to haul off and you just couldn't contain it? Clocked him in the chin because Jordan Poole's legs gave out and somebody had to catch him. It was like, damn. I was like, oh Lord, this is not.
That's like a TKO type of situation. Right. Yeah. Like, look, I don't know
but we know it ain't gonna be T's kids, so I don't think.
Well, I hope not. I pray not, because one, I want my son to really enjoy his experience in the NBA, and he's going to have tough times. He's going to have some great times. He's going to have some challenging hurdles. But the last thing I wanted to do is because of a physical altercation with someone. Yeah. Like, that's not what this game is supposed to be about. Like, one of the most powerful things about sports is we create these amazing experiences for people. It's the one thing that bonds so many people together, no matter your race, your ethnicity, your gender. It doesn't matter. Sports changes lives in terms of bringing us all together. Yeah. And we don't give a shit about our differences. We just care about one thing, and that's winning, and that's sports.
Right.
And sports is just so amazing at creating these amazing experiences. But when you start to really dilute the game and you start changing it because now it's becoming this place where fighting is acceptable, like that's not okay, because someone can get seriously injured because of a fight. Like, you could punch them a certain place and they can hit the ground and lose their life. So I think about it like that. So although like Jordan did not get hurt per se, at the same time, you never know. Like, I lost a coworker through domestic violence a long time ago, early in my career. And her husband hit her and she fell on the tile and she died right in front of her children. I will never forget that. It's something that has haunted me for so many years. And that was from one punch that changed lives forever. So that's why anytime you have, we joke a lot, like Shea and I are the biggest clowns you'll ever meet. But one thing that the two of us are very firm on is keep your hands to yourself. Sport is not the place where you need to fight. Take that same energy and put it into your game. Yeah, it's your opponent's job to get into your head and say some things, but you have to be mentally tough and physically tough and not let words make you want to put your hands on someone. That's not acceptable. The league cannot tolerate those type of things because God forbid, we don't want someone who gets seriously injured or lose their life because someone put their hands on them. So let's not do it.
And if you do, you need to make it right.
Yes.
You need to make it right. You need to give a public apology. You need to give a personal apology. You need to try and take some kind of, I know he's taking time away from the team, but what kind of training are you doing? You need to make it right because it's never okay. And learn from it and be a bigger person about it. And he does have a great platform. And so I hope he does address this and the things that he was feeling inside or what he was going through to give context to. So, because when someone, like even with the Chris Rock and the Will Smith altercation or whatever, it's traumatic to the people who watch it too. So it's not just between you two.
Yes.
Right? Especially when you do it in a public setting.
Think about all the kids and the children that like sport.
Traumatizes the people around you.
Yeah.
When any fights happen, because it's the connection is lost. Now it's like you don't see that person as a brother, as a teammate. You see him as an enemy to go and haul off and hit him. So it's like there needs to be some reconciliation that's done. And I think if you do make a mistake, just do your best to make it right. Regardless how you felt at the time, like you need to try and give context and because it happened to a lot of people, not just to you two. So that's kind of my take on that. Regardless if anyone agrees with that or not.
Yes.
When you always should try to make a situation better than how you found it. And if you do happen to have a human error and make a mistake,
make it right.
Why not try and fix it? You know what I mean?
Yep. Learn from your mistakes, but be better the next time, folks.
Right.
And that's the tea. And continue to listen to Tip and the Scales or checking us out on YouTube. We have so much more to tell you about and we want you to stay locked in. Peace.